Gigantic hydrogen wall observed at the edge of the solar system. Ladies and gentlemen, how's that for a headline? I had to put my tinfoil hat on for this one. With a biocosmic energy sensor covering the third eye to extract the pineal gland for the fullest potential. Now, really exciting though, let's talk a little bit about this. You can see from AGU 100, that's the Advanced Earth and Space Science website, agupubs.online. I'll leave the link in the video description box. Let me share with you a little bit of the story here. Here we go. Now, before I do, I want to let you know that this podcast is brought to you in part by virtualshield.com/leak project. They are offering the best special I have ever seen for Leak Project listeners, over 80% off and free services where you can turn your webcam and your microphone off from voyeuring eyes and ears that could be listening and watching you. Make sure to give them a good show. All right, Leak Project is the code, virtualshield.com/leak project. Now let's get back to the article here. This is an image from NASA just showing you, giving you an idea of the bow shock and the heliopause. Not to be mistaken for heliosphere or heliocentric or halo-centric. Have you purchased a halo yet? Anyway, I'm just saying, they're pretty cool. But this right here is what I want to share with you right now. The ALICE instrument, which is a long-term observational technology, it's used on the Horizon spacecraft, confirms measurements that were made 30 years prior via the Voyager spacecraft. Both sets of data are best explained if the observed ultraviolet light is not only a result of the scattering of sunlight by hydrogen atoms within the solar system, but it also includes a substantial contribution from a distant source. Where is that distant source? Now, including in this is a substantial contribution from a distant source. This distant source could be the signature of a wall of hydrogen. The signature of a wall of hydrogen. Yeah, out in space, there's just this huge wall of hydrogen. So as people pass, they can take hydrogen hits and have a really high voice. Reminds me of the, oh man, talk about interesting synchronicities. Because I just binge watched the second half of the first season of Lost in Space. And one of the ways they escape this tar pit in one episode, they almost lose air and die underneath this tar pit. They're in their vessel, and they create this escape route through hydrogen. But then I'm also going to get into another synchronicity, which is even cooler, about the frequent radio bursts that are also called fast radio bursts. Well, actually, they're called fast radio bursts, but they've been measured and recorded at least 60 times since 2007. New technologies that we're creating. In one of these episodes of Lost in Space, there is somebody stranded in space. So they're sending Morse code via fast radio bursts from space. And you can hear them getting picked up from the receiver on the home planet. And it's interesting because all these fast radio bursts that have been happening and being picked up are coming from very distant places in the galaxy, vast, very far, long, long time ago, far, far away. And the amount of energy needed to produce these fast radio bursts is phenomenal. So it could be some type of contact, it could be some type of machine that is creating enormous, exuberant amounts of energy. They're saying that it's a new nebula, possibly, one of the theories, one of the hypotheses, but they're also saying that aliens, extraterrestrials, when I say aliens, I'm just saying that because most people know what an alien is, or let's just say space travelers, people, beings from other planets. That's probably a nicer way to put it. I mean, I don't mind if a being from another planet calls me an alien. Like, that's cool. I get it. There's nothing wrong with that because I am. So I'm an alien on this planet. I mean, anyway, that's for a whole other podcast. But with that said, I'm going to go ahead and turn off that image right there. And let me go over this just real quick. So both sets of data are best explained if the observed ultraviolet light is not only a result of the scattering of sunlight by hydrogen atoms within the solar system, but includes a substantial contribution from a distant source. helium hits. This distant source could be the signature of a wall of hydrogen in the middle of space, formed near when or where the interstellar wind encounters the solar wind, or could be more distant. Similar future observations using the New Horizons are scheduled for about twice each year. Now, read all about it. Advancing Earth and Space Station, Space Science, AGU 100. Leave the link in the video description box. What's your thought? What the heck is a big helium wall of hydrogen doing in outer space? And then I think about the possible quarantine theory of this section of the solar system where beings have set up these protocols and these firewalls in place to where we can't travel the stars. Well, has Voyager, how far out is Voyager right now? Where is it? What about the satellites and the ships we don't even know about? Imagine where they could be. The technologies are becoming more incredible on a daily basis, and we're discovering new signals and signs from space, from the heavens, sounds from the heavens regularly. I think it's exciting because the Fermi paradox, one of the talks about extraterrestrials and how we should be making contact with many of them on a regular basis. Well, maybe they're trying to make contact with us. Maybe some of them are. And maybe there's some that don't want to be found. And maybe there's some that are being blocked or we just can't pick up that data. And now that these new technologies are coming out, think about this for a minute. 60 times in 11 years, we've picked up these bursts. Like, let me share one with you right now. You hear that? You hear that little... Here we go, right here. Nine different sections or 9 different pieces of equipment, 9 different parts, recording sections picked up this reoccurring fast radio burst. 121102. Let me double check and confirm on that. And also, get this, an astronaut claims he witnessed an organic alien life creation, an alien life creature, but NASA is denying it. That's on Fox News. And one interesting note I picked up out of the foxnews.com science article here, Atlantis Shuttle, 33 missions before retiring in 2011. Oh yeah, pretty exciting. But what's even more exciting is an astronaut that witnessed an organic alien-like creature, tweeted about it, and then somebody said, well, do you think NASA could have just said, hey, this is just, I think they said it was ice or something like that, so you would stay focused on what you were doing and not panic? He's like, probably not, but who knows? I mean, it's just swamp gas. Swamp gas, ladies and gentlemen. It's swamp gas. I'll leave the link for that also. Let me see if I can find that article. That was an interesting article. I'll just click the link right here. Bada bing, bada bang. Bingo. Astronaut claims he witnessed an organic alien-like creature, but NASA is denying it. Fox News. Now, NASA astronaut spots alien-like organic object. Leland Melvin claims he once saw an alien-like organic object floating outside his space shuttle. Now, where's the tweet that he left? Well, I'll leave the link for you to see for yourself. Here's the article. Bingo! Right there. Exciting times we live in. And on that note, I would like to talk a little bit about, there's somebody that is a Leak Project listener and just gets back from the Middle East. When he gets back from the Middle East, a couple months later, his 2-year-old son gets diagnosed with leukemia. And they are in serious need of some help. So if you can help them, anything you can do would be wonderful. I'm going to leave the GoFundMe link. They're doing everything they can to get their son into some alternative treatments. So I'll leave the link for that. And be well, everybody. Be well. Be nice to each other. Give each other a hug. Go call your mom. If you haven't seen your mom for a while, your dad, your grandma, your grandpa, your friends, your family. Because you never know when the last time you're going to get a chance to see him or talk to him will be. Some of us learned that the hard way. And be the change you want to see.